Good afternoon. Welcome to Workforce Wednesday webinars. Workforce Wednesday webinars are a professional development series that help diverse job seekers develop new skill sets that will enhance their career and influence their personal and professional lives. Through digital platforms such as webinars and Facebook Live, Workforce Wednesday provides opportunities for remote professional development through the lunch hour. And I'm your host, James McFarland. Good afternoon. My name is James McFarland, and I'd like to welcome you to Workforce Wednesday, sponsored by Toyota Two-Show and Truist Bank. Workforce Wednesday, again, is an online streaming service that helps those who looks to enhance their professional workforce development. Today's guest on Workforce Wednesday will be Brandon Toller and April Godfrey from Toyota Manufacturing. Hey, Brandon, can you come on in and join?
Hi, James, I'm ready. Okay, folks, I'm going to start sharing my screen. April, can you confirm that I'm sharing here?
Yeah, your screen is sharing, Brandon.
It's shared.
All right, everyone. Hello, I'm Brandon Toller from Toyota Motor Manufacturing. Today, I will be going over the Advanced Manufacturing Technician program that we have here at TMMK in Georgetown. First off, I want to start by introducing who I am, my background. So I'm a human resources analyst in the talent management department at TMMK. I'm responsible for staffing and recruiting for maintenance and tool and die. Been at Toyota about 7 years. I started in industrial maintenance, and through some of our programs here in-house, I was able to move to HR, and I am a graduate of Morehead State University. I also want to introduce my co-partner in the AMT program, Mr. Carter Hall. He's out of the office this week, so he's not able to be with us today. But Carter did come through the AMT program, which I'll be presenting here today. He's been at Toyota about 10 years. He started as a team member after completing the program, has since went to team leader and promoted to group leader, and now he's the manufacturing lead for the AMT program. So what is Kentucky FAME? And Kentucky FAME is what houses our AMT program. FAME is the Federation for Advanced Manufacturing Education. Toyota, TMMK specifically, was the founder of FAME. And since it has been moved under the Manufacturing Institute blanket, this allowed the FAME program to not only benefit Toyota, but other manufacturers across the country. So next slide, what are the benefits of FAME? So FAME gives students the opportunities. Get all of them up here. So FAME gives students the opportunity to obtain a global best education while getting the hands-on experience only working in the field can provide. So this allows students to earn an associate's degree with potential to graduate debt-free. So it's a program that allows you to go to school for industrial maintenance or tool and die. We have both areas at Toyota. While you're going to school, you're also working at Toyota in that field. So you're learning the career at the same time as learning the education background. So who makes up Kentucky FAME? Let's get this. So Kentucky FAME, there's 12 chapters across the state. Our chapter, called the Bluegrass chapter, you can see a circle there with the stars in it. That is the chapter that Toyota is a part of. Those stars represent many companies inside the chapter. But other parts of Kentucky, I know there's a greater Louisville chapter. You can see the other circles. There's also one that's not on this map that's kind of the blank spot in Eastern Kentucky that's not on the map we have here updated. So like I said, it is 12 chapters, many companies that represent. As you can see here on this slide, not only Scott County where Toyota is, Archie Forge and Bastion Solutions, but anywhere you would be in the central area of Kentucky, there is a company that represents Kentucky FAME from that. Your own Fayette County would be Link-Belt. Okay, so why does manufacturing matter? So manufacturing creates more economic activity than any other business sector. It also creates 4 non-manufacturing jobs per every 1 manufacturing job in a manufacturing facility. It also helps develop world research and development. So as we see on the photos here on this slide, this is a general stereotype of when someone thinks manufacturing. If they haven't been in a current manufacturing facility, this is kind of what comes to mind. I've been to a lot of recruiting events, a lot of schools, last several years, and I always ask the question, what does a manufacturing facility in your mind, what does that look like? And we always get the same answers. So it's usually, dirty, dangerous, hard work. People relate a manufacturing job to low class workers or uneducated workers. That's just not the case, especially in Toyota in Georgetown. We're the largest Toyota manufacturing facility in the world and produce over 500,000 vehicles a year. So with that being said, manufacturing in 2022 looks much different, than the factory of our grandparents' day. As you can see in the slides here, photos on the left. First photo there is Bullard in Cynthiana. They make hard hats, make a lot of other safety equipment. It's very clean. It's a plastic injection molding plant. On the right there is actually in Toyota, TMMK here in Georgetown. That's part of the assembly plant and the inspection line. So that's a photo of the cars right as they're about to roll off the line as completed cars. In the middle there, we've just got some volunteer efforts, Toyota specifically, along with a lot of other Kentucky fame companies that go together, clean the creeks, streams, always look to be very environmentally friendly and do a lot of charitable work. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a testimonial video from our current AMTs, not only in the Bluegrass chapter, but also other chapters.
When I first stepped in manufacturing, it was amazing to me. Like being in this program, it allowed me like a second opportunity in life.
I really like the avenues and the different pathways that I could follow with FAME EMT.
I was able to achieve something I always wanted to do before.
When I was in high school, I was in the robotics team, and when I found out that I could actually be in the industry working and showing somewhat of my skills, it caught my attention.
My name is Kyle Poole, and I'm part of the Greater Louisville, Kentucky FAME chapter.
My name is Diane Bunyalak. I'm a graduate of Texas FAME Alamo chapter.
My name is Chris Matos, and I'm part of the Greater Louisville FAME chapter.
I'd think of myself as creator for the simple fact that we make things day in and day out.
Manufacturing to me, it's something I'm passionate about now, and I feel like I love being on my feet.
I like to work with the equipment hands-on. It gives me a better understanding, take my skills, what I learned from here, and apply it to work.
So the Advanced Manufacturing Center has been crucial in the learning of all these different skills.
Manufacturing core exercises really helped me learn about safety and how to be safe on the job.
I'm more confident in speaking at work. I'm able to share my ideas.
There's a lot to learn, so to have somebody that is willing to teach you and take you under their wing to do things properly and how to actually be successful in this job makes a big difference.
If I was in high school and I was able to get in a program like Texas FAME, I'd definitely jump on it.
I'm going to be the second in my family to have a college degree, and they're really proud of me.
It's something I can carry on to different companies and grow more. My name is Diane Bunyalak.
Chris Matos.
Kyle Poole, and I am
a
a creator.
All right, so what are the benefits to a manufacturing career? I've kind of got it summarized here. For Toyota specifically, the Toyota offers great pay, benefits.
Hey, hon, I'm online. I'm on there. I'll call you back.
Okay, so Toyota offers great pay, benefits, increased education opportunity, and an unlimited chance for growth. So back to AMT specifically, what does a typical day in advanced manufacturing setting look like? Each day it's a new opportunity to help you learn the craft being industrial maintenance or tool and die is what our AMTs do specifically. You'd be performing line maintenance through preventative maintenance techniques, as well as actively troubleshooting line issues that occur. So this will let you be well-rounded and give you the opportunity to learn troubleshooting at the core equipment and be able to identify issues with the line. It also gives you the opportunity to learn best safety and communication practices. In the photos here that's popping up on the left, this is actually our current AMT classes. One on the bottom right there being tool and die, the other three being general maintenance. This is them actually working in the field. So the days that you're actually in Toyota working, that you're not in school, you're working like industrial maintenance. You're working right with tool and die, learning that trade. Okay, so what exactly is the AMT program? So in a nutshell, it's a 21-month earn as you learn program. It takes a person from having zero knowledge in a manufacturing world to being a global best technician in the field. So at Toyota, our AMTs, they start at $18 an hour while they're in school. That's a starting pay. They get a raise every 6 months until they graduate. After graduation, they're eligible to be hired full-time in maintenance at Toyota, where the pay increases to $32.75 an hour. From that point, the top out for maintenance is $38 an hour. You can see in the clip here, this is a picture in our paint shop, a small clip. Our maintenance would actually program those robots, troubleshoot anything that's wrong with them. Paint's not exactly right, and they would go in with quality and correct those issues. All right, so after graduation, students will have an associate's degree in either industrial maintenance technology, which would be your industrial maintenance, or if you're seeking tool and die, it would be precision computerized machining. But with the associate's degree, you also have the opportunity after that, really have three options. You can either go on for a bachelor's degree and then on to a master's degree if that's what you're looking for, or you can be a team member and work the rest of your career, great pay and benefits. Finish out your career at Toyota, or you can go the promotion route and, the opportunity is endless to be team leader, group leader in your skilled position at Toyota. So this slide here shows BCTC, the training center. This is the actual campus in Georgetown. You can see on the left, that's the actual learning bay where the classrooms are. These specific classroom type settings with the equipment gives you a real life perspective on the real equipment in the line. So it provides you the opportunity to learn the right way on the equipment that's actually in the manufacturing facility the first time. Also, we got a FANUC robot trainer there. I'm from the assembly shop in maintenance before I moved to HR. We have several, roughly 5 or 6 in each assembly shop FANUC robots. So it's just a downscaled version of that. So while you're learning the education portion, you actually see it at work as well. Okay, so that's my view on it. I've also got a couple people I'm going to introduce here that came through the AMT program, has since went on to do further things at Toyota. First off, we have Miss Tanisha Girton. She is a team leader in our general maintenance department, and a quote from her when asked what she thought of the AMT program is, "A career in skilled trades is an investment in yourself. You learn something new every day, and your experience can take you anywhere you want to go." As you can see, she's made team leader. She's actually, since this slide, put in for group leader and is in that process. So next, we got Mr. Patrick Chumley. He's a general maintenance team member. His quote was, "This program gives you so much hands-on skill. You can literally learn something in school on Tuesday and then use it at work on Wednesday." And that goes into play the earn as you learn aspect of it. You learn something in school, literally you can see how it's used day to day the very next day at work. Okay. So if you are interested, what do you need to do now? So for more information, I would suggest if you are in high school, reach out to your counselor. If you're not in high school, and if you are, you can reach out to BCTC. They have a lot of good information. They also will do tours, let you tour the facility, give you a lot of information, and let you see the actual classroom you'd be a part of. And then also make sure you take the ACT and then make a good resume. And then lastly, you want to complete the application. That's step one in the process. So the process is simple. You're going to apply for BCTC. You're going to apply for the AMT program, and there'll be a link provided at the end of this slideshow. And then there'll be an interview with all the corporate sponsorship partners. As I said earlier in the presentation, Toyota is only one of many. So in the interview stage of the program, there'll be several companies in there. They all want AMTs. If you're closer to one of them, you may be somebody that doesn't want to work for Toyota, but you'd rather work for Monoplast or Topi, or say you're from Lawrenceburg, you may want to work for Florida Tile. Okay, so after you're accepted, you complete the interview. You're going to work 3 days a week for a sponsoring employer, 8 hours a day. You're going to go to school the other 2 days. So it is like a full-time 5-day-a-week job. It is 5 semesters. It includes the summer. The summer semester is shorter. It's about half as long as you can see in the diagram there on the lower portion. So you'll start in fall of 1 year, do 1 school year, the summer, do the 2nd school year, and then you'll graduate the following May. At that point in Toyota specifically, you're able to be hired full-time, which I said earlier will put you at $32.75, which with some bonuses, you work overtime, easily could earn 6 figures for Toyota and maintenance. So this slide, just some advice for the potential candidate. First and foremost, you need to know why you would want to be an AMT. That will be asked of you in the interview. So figure out why you want to be able to present it very clearly. Second, learn the companies that's in the Kentucky FAME program. You can also go to bctc.com/AMT, and you can find out a lot of information on the AMT, specifically the program and the FAME. You can go to fameusa.com, find out a lot of information. So know the companies involved, know what companies you would like to work for. Third, prepare yourself for an interview. Be able to clearly present yourself and represent your resume. And then lastly, be early for your deadlines. Don't wait till the last second to turn in your documentation. Don't wait for the last minute to apply for the program. And then for your interview, be early on time and be prepared. Okay, so in closing, how do I apply? This link right here, you can click on this link and it'll take you directly to the application. You can also scan this QR code and it'll take you to the application. So you'll apply there, and then there's another link from this link to apply for actual BCTC. You got to do both applications. So with that being said, that's it for me. Does anybody have any questions over the AMT program for Toyota?
Hey, Brandon, this is James. How's it going?
Hey, man.
Let me ask you, okay, so if I drop out, excuse me, and I'll be right back on, but so part of the FAME, the group of FAME businesses, are they looking for AMT employees or AMT graduates?
Yeah, so we're looking for people that has no background at all, just wants to be able to learn. And all the companies I showed on this slideshow, we all represent Kentucky FAME. We all sponsor people. Toyota specifically sponsors anywhere from 20 to 25 a year every year. Whereas like Florida Tile may just do 2 or 3, CMWA, they may do 5 to 8. So there is a lot of opportunity. And, you don't have to have a background in maintenance, or you don't have to, be a car mechanic to get into this. All you need is the desire to want to learn and be able to look it up, figure out if it's right for you, if you like doing hands-on work, if it sounds good for you, that's what we're interested in.
Now, when you say it's a Bluegrass Community Technical College program, do they run on the BCTC's semester schedule? So do y'all take, you know what I mean? Do you all take classes when they have open enrollment or when their school
Yeah.
starts?
Yep, so it's exactly, I mean, all of that portion is handled by BCTC, but it's
I apologize.
directly in,
The answer to that was yes, that's how you all operate. That's when your classes start.
yes, it's exactly in line with BCTC's normal classes.
Are you still here, Brandon?
I am, can you hear me?
Yeah, my internet just went out a little bit. So I was saying you all run on the Bluegrass Community College semester schedule. So your classes come in when they come in. Approximately how many comes in during a class? How many do y'all take in at a time? Approximately.
At the Georgetown campus, we're probably running 40 or a little over. We have the capacity to run probably double of that. If it's really, we're getting more sponsoring companies that can go in. It's really how many the companies can sponsor. Like I said, Toyota, we've sponsored 22 this year. We sponsored 18 the year before. All the other companies, is less than that, obviously, but we're getting more companies and we could definitely expand much more than we are.
Out of those who attend you all's AMT program through BCTC, approximately how many of those do you all hire on as workers at Toyota?
All of them. So we've had over the whole course of the program, last 12 years we've been doing it, we've had maybe less than 5% fall out by way of they don't come to school and they fail and drop out, or they don't want to come to work and they get terminated that way. But as far as somebody that has completed the program and graduated, we hire them all.
Oh, well, that's great. All right, well, that's all the questions I have, and it was good to speaking to you on part of the AMT. Is April around? Hey, April, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, April, do you want to tell us a little bit about the Toyota Track program or Track Toyota program?
Yes, sir. So my name is April Godfrey, and I am a recruiter with the Toyota Motor Manufacturing Plant here in Georgetown. I've been here for 4 years, with one of those years being a recruiter. And I'm going to speak a little bit about the Toyota Track program. If you see me looking down, that's because I have some notes, so I don't forget anything. The Toyota Track program is the entry point to becoming a production team member here at Toyota. So it is the only way to get to becoming a production team member out here. The track program is actually a more efficient process, which means that the hiring process is a little quicker than it used to be. So anybody with prior knowledge of Toyota knows that it used to take an absolute long time to get on, whereas it's much easier now. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. I'm on my first slide here. We're going to go ahead and start talking about this. So like I said, it's the entry point for production team members, which is through this track program. You do have to be flexible to work either first or second shift. So there's really no shift preference other than we can accommodate second shift, but there's no preference for first. So you really don't get to choose. First shift does pay $21.25 an hour, and second shift pays $22.75 an hour. There's a lot of room for overtime and double time. You do get all of your benefits on day one of your employment, which is your medical, dental, vision, life insurance. You get your 401k. There's opportunities for robust bonuses. You do get your paid time off and holidays. There is an on-site childcare center for anyone looking for that assistance. There's a fitness center, activities association, credit union, pharmacy, etc. For anyone looking to further their education, there is also tuition reimbursement, and there's adoption assistance for anyone who is interested in that. They provide uniforms, all of your PPE that's needed, your shoes that you need to work in, they provide that, and there's fixed shift schedules, so there's no rotating shifts. The shift that you get put on is your shift, so you don't have to worry about a swinging shift or any of that. And there is a slide or a video that I want to show here, so I'll get to that.
when I came to work, I started out on night shift. I had a baby on the way, so it was a challenge to balance your life at home and here at work, because I never really had a job to work that many hours. So it was a sacrifice, but the benefits outweighed that sacrifice.
Welcome to Toyota. Our global company produces vehicles relied on every day by millions of people across the world. At Toyota, we take pride in building top quality vehicles that are among the safest on the roads and the best for our environment. Our team members put their minds, hearts, and souls into these vehicles, along with a lot of sweat and muscle. Being part of this team takes a balance of both mental and physical ability. It also takes teamwork. Together, we solve problems faster and more creatively to build always better vehicles.
Not everyone can do this job. This place is not for everyone. It takes a certain type of person to be able to work here.
Toyota operates 14 manufacturing locations across North America, producing everything from engine blocks to completed vehicles. In 2014, those facilities produced some 2 million vehicles, a quarter of which were built by our Georgetown, Kentucky plant. TMMK is a huge plant, comprised of 8 main manufacturing buildings and a host of support buildings. The plant covers about 8 million square feet of space, with the equivalent of 139 football fields under roof. Depending on where you park your vehicle, the walk to your workstation could take up to 15 minutes. At TMMK, team members can work in stamping, body weld, paint, plastics, powertrain, quality control, and assembly. While the majority of our team members are directly employed by Toyota, some are variable workforce employees, hired on contract through companies such as Kelly Services, for positions that can last from 6 months to 6 years, based on business needs. Toyota's direct production team members are hired from this pool of variable workforce employees. As a variable workforce team member, you may work on first or second shift. However, the majority of our full-time positions will be on second shift. Variable workforce employees are afforded great pay and benefits, access to the plant's fitness and child care centers, and many special events. There are also many opportunities to serve the community as a member of the TMMK family. Blood drives, community service, and much, much more.
Here at TMMK, you have great pay, great benefits. You work for a company that cares for you and about your safety. It doesn't really feel like I just work with coworkers, honestly. Everybody that I work with, I've gotten to know over the last year, and they're all great people. They not only want to do their best here, but even outside of work.
Our production process starts daily with coils of steel and ends with hundreds of the safest, highest quality vehicles coming off our assembly lines. Toyota production has 5 main areas. The first is stamping. Here we take large rolls of steel and stamp out parts for the vehicle. Next, in body weld, team members and robots work together to combine parts through hundreds of welds into a strong body shell. That body shell then goes to paint, where it can spend up to 20 hours in a complex series of cleaning, sanding, priming, painting, and drying by both robots and team members to give it what is easily one of the vehicle's most prized attributes. While this is going on, team members in our plastics shop are building components for the vehicle, everything from manifolds to rocker moldings. And Powertrain is building engines and axles to supply TMMK as well as other North American vehicle production plants. It all meets up in assembly, which is the largest shop in our manufacturing plants. In every shop, as our team members work, they also inspect the parts and the vehicle, building in Toyota's hallmark quality. Team members can see, feel, and sense when the product is properly assembled and take immediate action if a problem is found. Our team members care about quality and they build it in every vehicle, every day.
But they explain to you before you actually get on that job, and sometimes while you're actually on that job, and they'll tell you what your job entails as far as you're going to be looking for defects, imperfections, or whatever you want to call them.
Behind the scenes, there are many other Toyota team members working to support our production team. Among them are our conveyance and skilled maintenance teams. Conveyance team members make sure the parts needed arrive lineside, in the amount needed, and when they are needed. As parts arrive from vendors or are made on site, our conveyance team takes some directly to the assembly line for installation. Skilled maintenance team members in each shop focus on maintaining, repairing, and improving equipment and processes. Our maintenance team members are skilled in electrical, mechanical, pneumatic, machining, and tool and die disciplines. Working across all of our shops to proactively make our processes as safe and ergonomic as possible is our safety team. Safety is the #1 priority at all Toyota facilities. That means making sure processes are as safe as possible to operate, and that safety issues and concerns are reported and addressed quickly. All team members receive general safety training, as well as other job-specific instruction, such as machinery and equipment training. Our plants use huge stamping presses, industrial robots, compressed air tools, and mobile-powered equipment, including fork trucks and tuggers. With proper training and use, these tools help make top-quality vehicles. Without proper training, or when misused, these tools can become harmful, even deadly. Ergonomics are taken very seriously as well. Many of our production jobs require standing, reaching, lifting, pushing, and pulling during the entire shift. We've worked to minimize the ergonomic burden those create through standardized work, workstation evaluations, team member training, work conditioning, job rotation, and pre-work stretching. We also expect our team members' input and feedback to help improve processes, because safety is everybody's job at Toyota.
I say it's a 5-star. The safety culture here is pretty much, if it looks like it'll hurt you, don't do it, or stop and look. I say safety is the #1 most important thing that Kelly and TMMK believe in, I would say.
We also work to keep team members safe through the use of personal protective equipment, or PPE. Throughout the manufacturing areas, safety shoes and safety glasses must be worn. Some areas and jobs will also require that you wear a bump cap. In areas such as stamping, body weld, and powertrain, protective gloves and sleeves must be worn to guard against cuts and burns. Paint suits and respirators are worn by our paint team members to protect them from the spray and also aid in producing a high-quality finish for our vehicles. And depending on the job and area, other PPE, such as hearing protection, will be required. Regardless of the shop, team members must use and wear proper PPE.
We have to wear a safety hat, which has a net, and we have a paint bodysuit, which covers from wrist to neck to right over top of your work boots. When you're constantly moving to and surveying the vehicle, making sure you got everything properly done before it goes to the next station, you know, you get a little friction built up, you know, you start sweating a little bit. It was a lot at first because you see people doing things and moving, and it's like, I can do that, like, you know, it's not a problem. But then as soon as you like pick up the gun or the spatula and, you know, you holding your can, it's like your hands aren't really adjusted to doing anything. You're like making a mess, and people saying it's okay, but you thinking it's the end of the world, and you like, let me get a drink of water. You know, you just kind of trying to sort things out. But then once, you know, you get rolling, you know, I say the first couple days is gonna be pretty rough.
Manufacturing a world-class automobile does not happen by chance or good luck. It comes through outstanding work ethic, solid commitment, and pride in the work we do. It comes as we all work together as one team to build the highest quality vehicle. Understanding the time-tested Toyota production system, our team members are willing to work hard, to share their ideas, and to respond to anything the market and our customers may throw at us. The lean production principles of TPS help us manage the boom and bust cycle of the auto industry. Toyota maintains a lean staff with the help of our variable workforce agencies, allowing us to better protect the jobs of our team members when times are bad. But this also means when times are good and our vehicles are in demand, we work harder and longer, including daily overtime and production Saturdays. This makes attendance very important. Team members must be at work and on time every day, all day. On time means you are at your workstation, wearing all the required PPE when your shift starts, not walking through the parking lot or even through the plant. When team members are missing unexpectedly from their regular jobs, other team members must step into that job. Without the expertise of the missing team member for that job, safety and quality issues can creep into the process. Lean staffing across the organization also means that a small number of people are available to fill in. And while they do the missing job, their jobs may be unattended.
And it's a pretty demanding job, and it's fast-paced.
The way the jobs are set up, everybody has a particular job to do. And then when that one person is not there, then it's almost a domino effect. You know, somebody's got to step in and do your job, so now you can't really do the job that you were asked to do. Somebody's got to do that job. So it's very important as far as attendance that you come to work, because if everybody is in their job position, and everything flows a lot better.
Being a Toyota production team member will require the best of your mind, heart, and body. So it's no wonder that our team members are often referred to as industrial athletes. The application process you are participating in is meant to determine your ability and fit to be a part of our team. As part of our team, you will be expected to follow our rules and standards and contribute by being committed, creative, flexible, and responsible. This also means always looking for ways to improve our company. Manufacturing work at Toyota is hard, but it is rewarded daily through the lives and smiles of our customers. Good luck if you choose to continue your application process with us.
Stick with it. I mean, yeah, the jobs are hard, but they're doable, and you should definitely be on time. Don't be late.
You know, I would get up in the mornings and I wouldn't feel like I could do it. But then, you know, I had my daughter. So with that, you just, you know, you see her and you think, I have to do this. You know, it's going to give her a better quality of life. And so, you know, you just do the best you can.
It's a process that you take because Kelly and Toyota both care about who they bring in. You know, there's a lot of good people here. Just hold on, you know. And then once you get in here, you'll be satisfied, I'm quite sure.
Okay, so that was a small video to just kind of show what the day-to-day process is like at Toyota and to kind of show you how things flow. One thing I did want to touch base on was the fact that Kelly Services was mentioned in that, and that you no longer have to wait to get hired on through a temp service agency. So getting hired on at Toyota today means that you're going directly through Toyota. So you get paid by Toyota, your benefits come from Toyota. So you are strictly 100% a Toyota employee. So just wanted to touch base on that. Now, what is so great about the track program? You have inclusive requirements. So I will start with that first. There is absolutely no education level requirement to become a track member or a production associate, okay? So you do not have to have a GED, you do not have to have a high school diploma. So Toyota is actually one of the top paying companies that do not require a diploma or a GED. No work, as far as work experience go, there's no work experience requirement either. Toyota does not require any previous manufacturing experience. So what you don't know, you will be taught. Now, case-by-case background review. I highly encourage for anyone who has a misdemeanor or a felony to come and apply. You will be treated just like everyone else, just as equally. We actually assess those on a case-by-case basis, so I wouldn't want anyone to feel discouraged because they have charges that they can't apply and won't get hired. That's not the case. You should still come and apply and try. Even if you are not eligible at the moment, you can still apply again in the future, okay? And then we no longer require complete shift flexibility. So like I said, the shift that you get put on is going to be your shift. There's not going to be any swinging shift. You don't have to worry about your shift changing from week to week or month to month for that matter. Immediate benefits. You will get the short and the long-term disability if you need that. There is the health, dental, vision, and life insurance. There's 401k that you can opt into. You have your PTO, which is your paid time off. Your bonuses, shutdown, and holiday pay. You get incremental pay bumps every 6 months. You get paid newborn leave. So for any expectant parents, moms or dads, you do get paid time off for that. For anybody looking to further their education, there's tuition reimbursement for that. We also have the VSPP, which is the Vehicle Special Purchase Program. And that is where team members and eligible family members get to purchase vehicles at preferred pricing from dealer stock or by dealer order. So that's a really good program to be a part of. In affiliate with that is the T-Drive program. And that is a separate program that provides eligible team members an additional $2,250 towards that purchase if you're in the vehicle purchase program. So that's a good program there as well. And then being here at TMMK can become a lifelong career. Again, as I said earlier, it is a direct hire with Toyota, so you are not going through a temp agency at all, directly dealing with Toyota. The only path to becoming a Toyota production team member, of course, is through the track program. This is the only gateway to get to becoming a production team member. You get access to childcare, which is a child development center that I mentioned earlier, and the Toyota Fitness Center. You can take part in special events such as Toyota Day at Kings Island, which we actually have coming up in about 2 weeks, I think. And we have a family day as well. You can start with great pay and benefits. As I mentioned earlier, first shift starts out at $21.25 an hour, and second shift starts out at $22.75 an hour with incremental wage increases every 6 months. You also get improvements as you grow with the company, which means that within 36 months or less, you will change from a track member to a full-on production team member. You'll be eligible for transfer system and promotion process, which means you can actually transfer from one site to the other if you choose to. And the promotion process, which means you can go from being a production team member to a team lead or a group leader, et cetera. You can also be eligible for the company match for 401k contributions. Toyota post-retirement eligibility starts, eligible for years of service award, and eligible for the Toyota Dependent Scholarship Program as well. So as far as the hiring process go, the only thing you would really need to do is there is a QR code that I'm gonna put up here in just a second. That could be scanned. There's a link on here as well. You can hit that. Both will take you straight to the Easy app and the Culture Questionnaire, which is online. So you would complete the application. Then you would get scheduled for the on-site day of work assessment, physical and drug screen. You would come in on site to the Toyota plant in Georgetown to take the day of work assessment, which is now briefcase assessment. You'll do that, the job fit, and then your interview. While you're on site, you'll also complete the physical packet and take your drug screen and physical. So all that is done in the same day, whereas it used to not be. Then within 2 business days, you'll receive an email from a company called HireRight with a link that's going to initiate your Toyota background check so you can get that rolling. After we receive favorable results from your physical, drug screen, and background, you'll then be placed into the Toyota Track hiring pool where you will wait for your start date. You'll receive a start date based on your best job fit and confirm all start details verbally over the phone with one of our recruiters. You'll also complete part 1 of the federal I-9 form, and then you'll be ready to get started. So here is the QR code that's here. You can scan that if you'd like. And then we have the Apply Now button up top. You can just hit that, and then it'll take you straight to the Easy app. If there are any other questions outside of this Zoom, you can call our office at 502-570-7800, and myself or any other recruiter in the office will help you out. So that is the end of my presentation there. Any questions?
Hey, Hannah, this is James. Again, I'd like to thank you for showing us what it's like to be inside Toyota manufacturing. That was a good presentation. Now those who wish to get employed there has a good look or a good understanding of what to expect. So I'd like to thank you for that.
Okay.
You and Brandon. Well, I'll tell you what, with that, we're going to end today's Workforce Wednesday. And we'll put on our website how to get in touch with you and the folks out there at Toyota, and hopefully we can get some people employed out there, especially in the AMT program and the track program. Again, I'd like to thank you all for being a part of the Urban League of Lexington's Workforce Wednesday, and I invite others to join us again in 2 more weeks for our next episode of Workforce Wednesday.
All right, thank you for having us.
All right, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye.